I'm Miss Geringer.
And I'm Dr. Torres.
Welcome to
Praggin.
Braggin.
Hello, my name is Guillermo Prano. I am a student here at the University of St. Thomas with the Colby School of Innovative Studies. Welcome to Praggin and Braggin, a podcast in which we interview with students, professors, and administrators of this program. In today's episode, we will be interviewing with 3 students of the program who are also the creators of Praggin and Braggin: Devin Moultrie, Colton Porras, and Noah Alexander. Throughout this episode, we will be talking about each of their individual journeys in coming to this program, how it has helped them, shaped them to the persons that they are today, and what plans they have in their future. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of Praggin and Braggin. Hi guys, how are you doing today?
Very, very good.
I am doing really good.
It's great to hear. How has the spring semester been for you so far?
It has been a very first started, it was like very struggle, but somehow for me it's like week 3 or week 4 I got the hang of it.
Yeah. Just like everything, once you're back into the game, you just understand what you need to do.
Yes.
Gonna keep you in the flow. My spring semester also been kind of a little struggle, mainly because for the first week, because our professors just didn't quite know the schedule, but it was all forgiven. It was maybe start Thursday, and it was a breeze from there. Breeze from there.
Noah?
My spring semester, the intro not shit with Braggin actually with the regulars.
For the audience who is tuning in, would each of you like to say what classes each of you are taking?
I'm taking one is academic strategies for Dr. Stredick, and then for intros of social entrepreneurship, I am taking with Dr. Franklin, and then for my 2 minors is for Dr. Torres' minors is one is social communications and creative in thinking and storytelling.
Now for me, my classes, one is an optional class, which is academic strategies if you're in the bachelor's program, and that's with Dr. Stredick. And then for the ones I have on Tuesday and Thursdays, that's the nonprofit one, which, hey, that class actually looking up the operating own business, so that's really interesting. And then for the 2 minors that I have, which is the creative thinking one, which it could be esports, but they have not gotten back with. And then the other one is social communication, so that class is actually starting to become fun now.
No?
The strategies with Miss Geringer, the intro not shit with Dr. Franklin.
What is your minor?
Intro not shit.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. And as for me, I am taking, for this semester, I'm taking nonprofit organization class with you, Devin, for Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yep.
And I also am taking Dr. Torres' communication class with Cohort 2,
Okay.
and for my minor class, I'm taking medieval and Renaissance literature. Yeah, and we're on the verge of reading Dante's The Inferno. So honestly, it's a great class. It's just a lot of reading and rereading, because especially it's very much just verse poems, those books, so you have to just reread and reread until you understand it. And from what I saw in the syllabus, we only have one exam, and that's the midterm, and all the assignments basically are just essays basically, so it's
Essays.
gonna be kind of easy, you know. But like any class, it's really just about time management, right?
Curious, how long
Yeah.
does it usually be for your assignments? How long? Just curious.
Well, we haven't actually begun any assignments yet because
Okay.
the first assignment is basically an essay about Dante's Inferno, and so like basically what we're just doing is just reading the chapters basically. So like right now, actually, once this recording is over, I'm gonna have to read 4 chapters actually. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
So kind of like I said in the intro, like we have been students here at St. Thomas in the program now for 3 years, and
Oh yeah.
how crazy is that for you guys thinking that we have been here for 3 years? I mean, I know I still, I know for me, I still think, wow, I can't believe it's been 3 years already.
Yeah, it actually like gone very, very quick.
Yeah. I mean, what did you say surprised each one of you, you know, when starting in this program?
For me, when I first started, it was like a new ball game, and my whole entire family, before I started college, they were saying, you need to go to college, you need to go to university, you need to experiencing that, and then that's like the back of my mind of saying of like, I always want to experience what college is like and university is like. So I finally, St. Thomas accept me, and then so surprisingly came out the blue, and it was it's just like a whole entire like brand new like universe here. So
Yeah.
it's way different than high school experience. Let me tell y'all. So
Yeah, I agree with you with the high school one. It's completely different.
It's
It's completely different. But in this part right here in this college, at least when I got, well, how I got here was mostly from my mom. As explained a few episodes, like a couple episodes ago when I was on here.
mhm.
My mom saw the commercial of Dr. Torres, and then my mom got in contact with Dr. Torres, and now I'm here. And surprisingly enough, so far I'm kind of killing in this class. I've been keeping up the same mentality I had in high school. Is that as long as you have a C, you are good. But surprisingly enough, throughout the whole 3 years in here, not a single C. The lowest grade I got was a B minus.
Yeah,
And I made it
got
on the dean's list
Yes.
and for literally the first year. And that's crazy.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too as well. I never even got like one C or D out of for the past like 3 years. It was just all B's and A's and B's and minuses and pluses of that. So it's all good.
Yeah, honor roll society right here.
Yes. Yeah.
No?
The college, in Braggin, at me, yeah, stuff at me, that pop as me, and as well.
Like, so before like you guys even heard about, you know, this program here, like, did you honestly think that you guys would be a part of a program like this here in St. Thomas, like when you were in high school or after high school, honestly?
To me, I just kind of came with the same mentality, like I said. Just kind of gave the same mentality, so really, I didn't expect too much. But being in a program actually kind of helps out a lot. You know, and be the first 7 weeks of class, like, oh wow, that one kind of surprised me. And we got Fridays off. It's like, oh wow, that actually gave us some time to actually do most of some work and stuff.
Yeah, for me it's just like that. It's because usually like on like high schools, like we actually go to school like Mondays through Fridays, but soon as like every year once like Fridays hit, like every time I always like relax, and it's just those days where I just like calm and chill and just relax, just take like a 1 day break, and then by the next day on Saturday just work on your things that for class that you need to turn in and all this stuff by like some like on Mondays or Sundays. So
Like some are like before class, some
Yes.
by the end of the day before 12 a.m.
yes, by
Like-
midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's way different.
So, I mean, before this program, because I mean, a lot of the people in this program like are, you know, straight from high school, you know, and just saying like for you guys, like I'm guessing high school was a very difficult experience for you guys, right? I mean,
Oh yeah.
in just in
Mine
terms
was.
of classes, well, so not just that, but also maybe just in terms of just, you know, struggling with your diagnosis. Would you guys like to just share to the audience that?
Well, for me, it was, but yeah, for me, like high school was kind of challenging for me. When I first started high school, became like a freshman. I used to be like in bigger classes. Like it was like the maximum. It was like 13 people, 14 people at least. But all of a sudden, I was like, gotta be like 4 or 5 months in, and next thing you know, they had to pull me out because I was not doing as well. Yeah, I was not even do that very, very well, and the next thing you know, they had to pull me out to special ed classes, and then ever since I graduated. So, but it has been like a weird kind of curve for me, like in high school years. But ever since like elementary to my freshman in high school, I used to be like all comfortable like in bigger classes and all of those stuffs. But it was kind of weird, yeah. Overall, it was like a weird kind of curve for me. I did not even get like a chance to learn like those math kind of things.
Like algebra?
Yeah, like the higher up ones. And I haven't had like a chance to learn all that, and like some things that bigger classes that actually done, except for me and some other people from that used to be in that bigger classes to special ed. So
I'll say this: if you need something for algebra, you most likely might need it for science and stuff.
oh yeah.
But at least for me, my high school experience was a little bit different because it's kind of similar to St. Thomas, but not as much. But still, yes, there was still a bunch of kids in the class, yeah. But again, usually with me, I usually always ask teacher for questions, and of course, I didn't seem to mind about that, so that's what I kept on doing.
Yeah.
Especially with the Spanish class ones, because Spanish class ones, like, oh boy. But hey, I didn't do that much because I'll say this: throughout my elementary and middle school, I was on I believe a streak of 7 or 8 years on the roll, stuff like that. And then till high school came, it's like, oh boy,
Yeah.
that streak kind of ended.
Yeah, it's like a new like curveball thing or something like that.
Yeah, especially my freshman fall semester. The only part that kind of really destroyed me was algebra. Algebra 1. That's the only thing that kind of got me. But then the spring semester, then throughout the whole part, I was killing it. I was kind of killing it. Because my stuff was a little bit different, and now since I'm here now, it's like kind of keep that same mentality. If it's a hard class, just try to get a C.
Yes.
Try to get a C. But hey, I've not even got a single C. So.
Yep.
That's good. Noah?
In elementary school, did art, so in middle school, we learn art. You assist me can't start in high school. web design, math, science, biology.
So like, once you guys were sort of like reaching your senior years of high school, like, did you any of you really think that you could, go to a full-time college, enjoy sort of like the college life, or did you kind of think maybe it would be better if I go to a community college? Because that's how I started out, before I came to this program for 3 years, I went to Lone Star Community College in Cy-Fair. So I was just wondering, what were those discussions like with you and your parents, following, your senior years?
For me, before I got accepted here, I tried like 2 or 3 different colleges. I tried the Lone Star in Tomball, and next thing you know, I took like a test, just like the Houston Community College one in Katy, and then I had to take like a test, and it was like gotta be like almost like 100 questions, and the next thing you know, I turned them in, and next thing you know, they never, sadly they never got accept me, but I tried a couple of colleges, and then somehow, some way, for this school, I didn't even took like no tests or anything. I guess they saw like my point average, and it's like my point kind of grade, like from my high school GPA and all those stuffs. It was, they kind of saw my GPA, and then next thing you know, I guess came out the blue, they accept me, and then Dr. Torres, she texts me and all this stuff, so saying of like, hey, do you want to experience around the campus or something like that? And then I said sure, and then so after all that, and then I'll start coming here, I guess. So.
Wow. Well, I think for me, at least for my senior year of high school, at least coming to a close of it, I was actually looking around with college and stuff like that. And if you were technically do a college tours, I technically did that when I was at the YMCA at the time, because we actually had a field trip, like taking tours and stuff like that. One was at the Texas A&M, which that was a really nice place. Then one in Nacogdoches, I forgot the name of that one.
Stephen at Boston University?
I think that's what it is. There's one in Nacogdoches, and then the University of Houston. I technically did that twice. One is for YMCA, and the other part was actually my senior year of high school. I took that one class. We actually took a field trip over there for some guy hospitality kind of stuff. Yeah, I think that class was pretty close. Hey, we went to we actually took a tour at Zaza Hotel, and the one that's actually close to here. It's a really nice place.
Wow.
It's a really nice place. You should actually go in there one time. But it is a little expensive, but it's still nice though, especially some of the suites.
Yeah.
I think after that point on, because I was going to go to University of Houston at one point. Then like I said before, my mom saw Dr. Torres on TV, on the news at one point, and then
Same thing here.
Yeah, I don't know if you got like a tour around and stuff like that, because I typically did a tour around when I was with the orientation at one point. When they did the like little fun events and stuff like that there.
Yeah. Noah?
It's seeing the center, there's an college station, colleges, like Houston, in he actually.
So, I mean, for me, I mean, I don't know if you guys felt this, but I was sort of apprehensive about hearing this program because, for those of you in the audience don't know, like, I'm like probably one of the oldest students here. I'm 26 years old, and
I'm 20.
and before this program, I did 2 other programs that were sort of similar to the Colby School, but were not. Like, instead of getting an associate's, all you did was, you know, just get like a little degree and that's it. And like, they were very like basic classes on communication and things like that. And so when I was told by the head of the Vast Academy program I did at HCC, you know, Music Community College, you know, at first I was like, really, like another program? Because my plan was just to transfer to a full-time university. But then once, you know, like we kind of learned more about the program, you know, we spoke with Dr. Torres on the phone and things like that. Like, that's whenever I thought, okay, like this program, like it is completely different, you know, like it's actually something, you know, I would do, you know, because you actually get, well, at that time, whenever I was shadowing, like students for the first cohort, all they got was their associates, you know, the bachelors didn't exist, you know, so it was just,
Yeah, it was not a thing yet.
yeah, it was just starting out, yeah. So I'm guessing the question is, like, was there any skepticism from you guys about the program? Like, were you like, should I do this program? Like, should I not do this program? Like, what were those discussions like with you and your parents about the Colby School?
I mean, for me, it was my parents and my mom, my dad, my family. They're just really proud of me, and what I've done, accomplishments throughout the years of my school years, and my mom, especially my mom, my dad, like they really love and like the program. It's like no anywhere else that you could find similar to this program.
Yeah.
So I like this better than I'm glad to say for the record, this is like one of like the best programs I ever took for the past like 3 years now. So it's well deserved.
Well, mine is just like, I got most of the information from Dr. Torres, like, and I don't know anything else. So it's like, well, might as well, because that's the only option I have. So might as well try it, and then wow.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I mostly got to relax and just do work at kind of like the same time as well. So
Yeah.
So I was kind of going in just completely blind, just like, it's like, okay, sure, I'll do it. My mom really, because my parents really didn't discuss with me or anything, so I just kind of go in there and then just
kind of following your orders, basically.
Yeah.
Some of our parents, that the people who are taking like us for the bachelor's degree now, some people like agreed and disagreed of like they some of them out there, like they kind of like the program, some parents they probably don't, but people are different.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
Yeah, you don't know what can be your favorite class. Like, hey, my favorite class was the fitness class, and that's the Dr. Torres class, and that's still my favorite class.
Yeah.
For me, like personally, I loved the political structure in America class we took with Professor Malik. I think those classes, they were so engaging. You know, they made you ask questions. You know, and you know, I feel like, you know, plus also like one of the things that I want in a university is I want the professors to treat you like adults, not like little kids, not like, forgive me this phrase, like dumb down like the classes, because unfortunately the programs that I took before Colby, like a lot of the classes, in my opinion, they were very dumbed down, and I understand, you know, like most of those kids in the program, they were high on, you know, the spectrum, so like it was hard. Obviously, they need to find ways for them to be engaging and learn the assignments, and it can't be too complicated. But
Yeah,
for me,
it's kind of like a professional, try to be like a real world out there. There's like a real world out there that you have to be like a real certified adults, that you have to follow like the rules towards each and every one of us, our different futures.
yeah.
Luckily y'all had that kind of thing, but in high school, oh boy, once one student mess up, everyone gets the same treatment. Like one person messed up, it affects the entire class, and that's those things. Because I also played high school football, and that is a completely different, because you're doing it as a team.
Yeah.
So if one person messes up, everyone gets a punishment, basically.
Yeah. And just to sort of, again, like one of the great things you said about this program is like all these classes, like they basically like make you get engaged, but like they're like real classes. They're not like dumbed down versions of like those courses. They're actually things at which you have to have discussions about, you have to do real work, real assignments, like, and even though like for some of the students here it might be a completely different ball game having to do actual work, but that is what college is, it is work, it has
it's
to
real life. The real life kind of thing.
Like thing I got thrown at me from political strokes. Like, wow, I have to do a lot of research. I have not did much of this research since high school. Because high school, you don't have to do a lot of research and stuff. You just want to do research just one bit and that's it. But for high school, for college, like you actually have to do research for completely different things. It's like, oh boy.
Now, like, I remember my meeting I had with Dr. Torres, I was a little nervous, obviously, I think, like, mostly everyone here, but, like,
not
in
me.
the program.
Not me.
Yeah, well, except for you, Devin.
I was, like, a little bit, for me, I was, like, a little bit kind of back in my head, I was, like, nervous and all this stuff, because I'm, like, into, like, a new school, because every time, once I'm, like, in, like, a new school and all this stuff, you have that nervous, sometimes fully nervous, and some of it is just like back of your head, like sometimes, but you'll get like the hang of it.
I was really never nervous. I just came with the same mentality, like just pass class and you're good. So I've never been nervous once. So
again, like once you kind of like met Dr. Torres for the first time, I know like I felt just very comfortable just talking with her, and I don't know which professors you were with, but for me, Professor Callagher, she was there, with the meeting, so it was a very nice, engaging conversation. So like, I was just like, after that interview, and of course, I don't know if any of you did the day of shadowing with the first cohort.
Day of shadow? I don't think I did that.
I can't remember. Some students did. Basically, it's which like you just saw like what the classes were like in the program, basically. And for me, that's how I met Tommy and Emily. I did a day of shadowing with them. I think it was on a Tuesday. I just saw like what the classes were like, and so I'm guessing like the meeting you had, your own meetings you had with Dr. Torres, you felt much more comfortable and confident about this program, right?
Because when I first started, I mean, when they gave me like a tour, the access to like a tour of the class, I was like expecting of like so many students like in the class, like same exact thing. But then once it was like 9 students, I was like, okay, we're like, this is gonna be like a comfortable like 4 or 5 years, and so I felt like super relaxed. And the first year OG students, they're really like super nice to us and very, very helpful, and to see what's our future is going to be like.
What was the question again? I forgot.
Like once you had like after the meeting, your own individual meeting you had with Dr. Torres, I'm guessing you felt much more confident about the program, you know, and wanting to join it.
How I feel about my confidence were really good though. Like my confidence were like I'd say a 7 out of 10 because you know again the mentality of you know just pass class to be good. But then after I took like I'll say the first 7 weeks and the last 7 weeks of it, it's like wow that actually felt pretty fast and then and wow and now at that point I was on like what's a dean's list at one point. I was like that ain't a hit list or anything, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Noah?
Hey, go, doing it. Can't start doing it. And man's gonna do it. Can't stop it. So only. Can't start tournament. Swing qualified tournament. Yeah. That, that belt. So.
So, as I said, you know, it's now been 3 years since all of us started this program, and we are now like almost. I mean, this semester is gonna go by really fast soon, and, you know, and we're gonna be ending our first year, and then the next year, you know, we'll be getting our bachelor's.
Yeah, we're gonna be one of the first students to graduate under bachelor's under this particular program too.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So I mean, just like. What would you say was the one thing that helped each of you basically succeed in this program? Like, what would you say like had you persons that give credit for in helping you sort of be here where you are now?
For me, I'm gonna say gotta be one, of course, is Torres, and then one of the couple of the first year students, Emily and Tommy, because
God bless them.
yes, because they help us like a lot, and then because they mostly like they talk about of like what they actually gone through and all this stuff like because they're like a year, for us, I guess. And so like once we take the course, they used to take that course, and they were because once we talked about like the classes that we just done, they're talking about like for like the next semester what's gonna be what's gonna be like and just like the big picture of it, of every semester that they have done and all those stuffs. So they always gave us like so many like infos and informations of what's to come to exact.
Which I think that's actually really useful. Getting a lot of information so you can actually get ahead of what classes you're expecting to be taking, and you can actually get a feel of what could actually be and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like for me, like I'm a big math person, and if one of them kind of was with numbers, with money or something like that, it's like okay, I feel like I can destroy that class then. But if it's something like politics really, it's like oh boy, because I don't pay attention to the news and stuff often because I don't like politics that much.
Yeah, for me, it's I'm like a huge like I love history and all those stuffs because ever since middle school, they're like this one teacher that I like back in middle school, and he teaches like so much history stuff. Like he loves it from his heart and soul. So I try to carry on that history stuffs ever since, and that has been my favorite subject ever since. So
it's kind of similar to my teacher I had in high school, which his name was Dr. Smith. He liked geography. He actually helped me out in that class too. He actually helped me out about that class too. He actually showed me some like old TV shows like Legend of the Hidden Temple, which I'd never seen that one. Which I looking at it, like, wow, that's actually a really good TV show. But too bad it stopped though.
Yeah. Well, for me personally, I think the people that have helped me is honestly Dr. Torres. I mean, the fact that she wanted me to be in this program for the second cohort, and the fact that, like she kind of, like I kind of said earlier, I was very skeptical about this program because I'd been in other programs before and they really kind of didn't like give me the opportunities that I wanted, and the fact that this program does that for students on the spectrum. They give, students here opportunities, not only to get their associates, but now a bachelor's, and hopefully, I don't know if she's planning on a master's. I feel like that's great because it kind of shows that, yes, even though people on the spectrum struggle, like they are still able to, enjoy college life, have a social life, get careers, and
there's like good like amount of like brand new students, like brand new like undergrad students that we just heard that they're actually a little bit good and excellent than us, but it's a very good curve, and my possibility she might plan another degree if those kids succeed more. So
Yeah, especially she has like a waiting list now. For a bunch of new
that's
students. and stuff.
crazy.
that is insane. Yeah.
It's
It's
just
kind of
mind blowing.
Yeah, it's nice to see the program actually grow and stuff.
Yeah. No.
Well, so, ain't got wait, but find it, sure, yeah, well, Miss Cal,
Miss Callagher.
She's a very
She's
good
a really
professor.
nice teacher.
Yeah.
Oh,
teachers,
yes.
Yeah.
She always like bless us like every class and
Yeah, like every time we go to class.
every
we
dot
say,
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do like.
I love it.
Yeah, and I admire that before class she always plays like her Christian music or Catholic
yes.
music. Even though I'm not a huge fan of Catholic music, I respect that she does.
Yes.
I do, and I like how she kind of that is sort of like her motivator.
Yes.
For each class.
It's always good to have a motivator.
Yes, like if I have to like describe her for just one word or two words, I think is it's kind of like our God angel for
Guardian angel, yeah.
Guardian angel or God angel for ever since we had her for a couple classes.
I have 2 classes, which is the finance one and then the
Yes.
retirement one.
Yeah.
Yes. Has been like honors.
Yeah. Now, like as we kind of said, like as of now, like Dr. Torres is speaking with students for cohort 5, which is insane.
Oh yeah.
Cohort 5, and
It's just mind blowing like every single year.
yeah, and with cohort 4, ending their first year, and cohort 5, possibly beginning, like, what advice would you give to them? Like to sort of help them out throughout their first year for cohort 5 and the second year for cohort 4.
Just be for the new students that are coming in. Just work hard. Just try to do your best. Give all best effort and just keep focusing. Turn in your work early. Don't be late for class.
Yeah, that's a big one.
I like the most part. And just focus and do as the best that you can.
I would say for me, just don't be scared to ask questions because they can always help you out. Because that's what I usually do, especially about my whole high school. And my whole high school thing that actually kind of helped me a lot. It just never to be scared to ask questions. And as Dr. Torres said, every single question is not a dumb question. So
Yeah, when you actually transfer, when you just came out of like high school, and then once this university accept you, you have to. It's like a whole new ball game for you, and each and every one of you, and then you just try to get into like the real world. The door's like wide open for your opportunities.
Engage with students too. Engage with students.
Yes.
Like there's clubs and stuff you can join in.
Yes, if you actually have like a dream that for me like I always like dream of working with like cuz I'm like a huge like motorsports fan, and ever since once I was a little kid, I always want to like because every single year I always go to monster truck shows, from NRG Stadium in Conroe. I want to try to get that college experience and do like in the real world that they're doing like right now, and then just like achieve goals in life, and because dreams do actually just come true. You just have to put in your effort, work hard, and yeah, it's a big process, but it takes some time, but somewhere down the road your dreams do come true. So
Yeah. And I guess for me, the advice I would give for Cohort 5 and still for Cohort 4 is, like you said, Devin, just don't be afraid to ask a question in the classes. Like if you don't understand like a certain thing for the assignment or for the project or this or that, just ask the professor for help, because they will always answer the questions for you. You know, like they will always ask all professors here, not just the ones in the program, but all of them. They'll always give you the questions you need.
And some professors also provide you with office hours too, if you take advantage of that.
yeah.
Yeah, which is yeah. If you want to do that, like take that opportunity, you know, because that will help you. So last question of this episode, what would each of you, I guess, like for your legacies to be here at St. Thomas, you know, in the 4 years that you were here?
Legacy.
Okay.
What would you want your legacies, each of your legacies, to be here?
For me, just I'm so really like super blessed that I want my name to be on to be on like I want my name like that I was here, just like, because one day I might be like a celebrity of like a monster truck kind of like celebrity and all this stuff. So I kind of like want my name like on those brick things that is like right that are like over there like on campus. That will be super dang cool. But
I think I know what you're talking about. It's
yes.
the one that names on that little thing that's
yes.
in the
I once like honored my name on there, and then like the class of like 2024 and 2026, and then I'm pretty sure I'm like the only kid in this family that actually went to college. The last time my family went to college was my mom. So my dad never went to college. My grandma, my grandpa, I don't think they never did. My aunts, my uncles, they never got that experience. And then but my brother, my youngest brother, on the other hand, he just started college, and right now he's taking at Lone Star College in Cyprus. So he all started his first semester since August of last year, and first years he got like so much of like struggling and all this stuff, but he'll get the hang of it. So he'll be like the last kid in our family that get our bachelor's like degrees and accomplishments in life. So yeah, I'm really truly grateful for that, for our family. I'm trying to make my family like super proud of me, my brother, and like I just said, like all like the accomplishments that I have done and he had done through so many years. And so yeah, just overall, just my family is truly proud of me, of my accomplishments and success. So
Yeah.
For my legacy, I really don't know what my legacy could be, but I know for a fact my mom and dad, they actually been in college, but they never finished it. For my grandparents, I don't know. But the legacy I'll leave behind, I guess as you stated, I guess I could put in the name, you like maybe like on the benches or maybe or maybe on the ground.
Like little kind of like plaque thing is just like it's like a screw.
Yes.
Screw like on a name and just put it on there and yeah.
That guy was here, so yeah, I think that would be cool. I think that one could do, but I guess if I ever do, if I somehow do become a football player or work with the Houston Texans, if I actually have a good amount of money, I could donate to St. Thomas if I wanted to. If they have that option, I could do that.
Yeah, if they kind of like have like a fundraiser or something like that, like someday or somewhere in the future. Yeah.
Yeah, especially St. Thomas has a little Kilt Day. You can actually volunteer and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, one of the classes you're gonna have to do. By the way, just a heads up. Just a heads up. It's actually really cool to do. You actually have different kinds of places to actually help out and stuff, which I think that's like really cool.
It's a really good cause for each of our volunteers and all this stuff. So that's all good.
Noah, what would your legacy like to be here at St. Thomas?
We got the right.
Well, for me personally, like I would like my legacy just to be that I just was a hardworking student. That I always did my best in all of the classes I did.
Also work at the career service.
Yes,
service center,
that also like I mean I was just a good student worker there at the career service center. That I did my job. I mean. Really, my legacy is that I was just a good student, basically. That's all I just want for me, you know?
Yep, me too.
That is it for today's episode. Tune in next week for the newest episode of Praggin and Braggin. If you want to see more episodes, subscribe to our YouTube channel to see our previous ones. Or if you want to listen, you can save the podcast on Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. Thank you so much. Have a great day.